Hey you guys, LH signing in, bringing you what is 100% authentic, can never be compromised or manufactured. Yeah, you guys, so I want to kind of emphasize on one of the talking points I talked about in my last videos. There was one and part two of welcoming 2018. Am I racist? There's one thing when I talked about so-called old heads who are elders. And what I want to talk about is basically emphasizing on the fact that some old heads ain't shit. What I mean by old heads, those who come before us, some who would be considered our parents or further down the line, people who are supposedly supposed to be our elders. Um, what I mean by some of them ain't shit, like I said, one of my points was there are some who think that just because they are older than you, that automatically means that they're right. But as time has shown and we've seen now, um, there are some old folk who act like they could be in our age group, meaning 20-year-olds, even 30-year-olds, and younger. And there's some that's trying to keep up with us and, in a sense, be and act like our age. If you guys have not noticed today, we see those, and our president is one of them. Um, well, he's not my president, but there are some, there are roles that are being reversed. We see some older people acting like little ass children. And we see some younger people who are taking on the roles of the adults, or people who should be, our elders. And so I've seen a lot of inconsistencies with this. There's people who think just because they have that age, just because you have that age does not mean your mind is at that moment at that level it should be. Your mind does not reflect the age. And we've heard that saying, you know, don't act your age, not your shoe size. Some of these old heads, some of these so-called elders who aren't essentially elder-like are acting like their shoe size. And I've seen them as far as trying to stoop down to the level of an 18-year-old or a 16-year-old as far as dealing with things and how to deal with things. That's why we see, elders and stuff promoting some of this bullshit that we see, lifestyles of young people not getting together, casually, messing around and dating, but not trying to be, set the goal of trying to build and set communities or build long-lasting bonds and relationships. And, this could also be said with, as far as what I experienced with one person, telling telling me I should act one way, but then again, you being the example, not setting that example. So it's kind of like, be that example that you speak on. Do walk the walk, just don't talk the talk. And so I don't think necessarily that people who have that age or are up there in age should necessarily be respected and guarded as people of wisdom and eldership. There are some who act very much childish and act our age, and just because you are older does not necessarily mean that you are going to be regarded as an elder or something that should be respected. Show by example that you are somebody that should be regarded as respected, because I've seen time and time again where adults or older people have wanted and said and tried to establish their authority, but can't fail to see the fact that they are, in a sense, diminishing the youth and falsely trying to paint us as like we are all around crazy, when some of it is y'all. Some of it is y'all. Some of y'all aren't setting good examples for the youth to follow. You aren't following the advice that you're giving to us. And you're sitting up there you cause division. There's some older heads that I'm looking at who are perpetuating this stuff, this colorism, these false notions of what it is to be a man or what it is to be a woman, and therefore ain't following that same model themselves. So I'm not here. I don't live for the bullshit. I don't live for the hypocrisy, and I don't live for the lie that says that just because you're older than me physically, that you somehow are respectful to be a elder, and that we should follow your presence. If you want to be respected as an elder, you lead by example. You show that you are an elder by showing us how to effectively lead, and you live that example. You are deemed respectful. You have been there in the community. You have been doing things in the community. You've been uplifting your fellow man, woman, whatever, child. But you don't automatically get a pass to be respected as an elder, especially if you yourself are perpetuating that childish nature into the society that we see today. And that as far as the bullshit and the just ratchetness that we see today in our communities, some of our communities, if you want to be respected, you need to give respect and be respectful. You're not automatically going to be respected if you're condoning yourself like a 20-year-old or a 30-year-old or younger than that. So that's what I wanted to harp on. I wanted to basically give my reasons to what I meant by some old heads should not be respected. And those are the reasons. You lead by wisdom. You don't lead by age. You don't lead by a number, because age ain't nothing but a number. But if your mind is right, you're highly valuable. So, yeah, you guys, I hope you guys are having a good day. Please share, like, and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram at Laurent Brand. And I'll see you guys in the next video.